How many times we have come across rude people, and certain times we really lose our cool dealing with them. So, how deal with these kinds of rude people? So, in this video, I'll be sharing with you certain tips, certain tricks that we can use to deal with these rude people. So, first of all, the first important step here is that you should not lose your cool while dealing with these rude people. Get a hold of your anger first. Before dealing with them, you need to get a hold of your own anger first. Secondly, don't take it personally. That means it may not have anything to do with you in the first instance. They are rude because they are rude. Just because they are rude, you don't need to take it personally. Third is that confront only if the person is out of line. Otherwise, refrain from it. So don't try to make it a personal issue and then you try to confront with that person, because you have to maintain your own dignity with them. Number 4 is that don't expect the rude behavior to change. That's just the way he or she is. So if you're trying to change that person, you are trying to scold that person and you want that person is going to change because you have scolded them, you've tried to tell him what to do, he's not going to be affected with that. So next is objectify the entire situation, that is evaluate it from different perspectives. Certain times realize that probably they have their own perspective or they have their own way of looking at a thing. Then probably you will be able to realize that it's not entirely their fault. So this can happen if you objectify the situation. Next is that use a selective response system. What does it mean? That means acknowledge positive responses while ignoring rude comments. So this can actually play the trick. So that understand why the person is rude. That is, why does he or she act that way? Certain times if you understand that, you may get to understand their point of view. Next is that then address those reasons. If you address those reasons, you will be able to deal with them in an effective way. Next is ask the person how you can help. Certain times what happens, help him or her release his or her pent up emotions. Certain times it does really help that if you are able to ask that person how you can help, they will tell whatever they are feeling, they will be able to vent out their emotions, and this way we'll be able to deal with them effectively. Next is that elevate your authority with the person. What does it mean? It means that you don't let the person walk over you. You have to keep your dignity intact. And at all the time you have to see that you do not act as a victim in front of them. So you have to keep your authority elevated in front of them. Next is that is the same point and said in different word, that is you have to really maintain your dignity. Others' actions should not make you feel lesser about yourself at any cost. Next is raise your consciousness where you cannot be affected. Somewhere your consciousness should be that much raised that nothing can affect you. And of course, not the rudeness of these people. Next is connect with people who can help you. Certain times you will come across certain people who have been dealing with these rude people, and they know how to deal with them. So if you connect with these people, you will be able to understand how to deal with these people. Next is opt out of the interaction. You don't have to get too involved in their interactions. So certain times it's better to just let them deal with their own things on their own, instead of just with them all the time and dealing with their rudeness all the time. Next is think about the times when you were rude to others. So this way you can in some way will be able to empathize with their situation. So this is how we can deal with it.